What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Yeah. It's late. I'm here. Nobody's watching. What the fuck? Hey, how you doing? It's Guy the Hawaii Blues fan. And this is the BlueNote Fan Report. We are back a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Blues are going to take on the Seattle Kracken. Robert Thomas on a 6-game point streak. 3 goals, 6 assists, 2 goals on Saturday, a goal yesterday, our goal on Sunday. Just really kind of feeling things. Binnington could be back to that Winnington. I thought he played well in both in the 2 games he's played. I actually felt that Hoffer played pretty well in that very first game they played. Was that the one against Utah? I think so. Might have been. Didn't they play Utah? I don't know. I can barely think any straight anymore. But no, they played 2 games. They lost 1-1, right? Shit, I don't even know. They're not making a playoff. So, and I'm saying that right here, right now. There's no fucking way that this team makes the playoffs. They've got like 24 games left. They'd have to make the playoffs. They need to win 4 out of 5 games the rest of the way, and then have somebody fall back. And I just don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I want to wait. I got something I want to say, but I want to wait a little bit and see if some people show up. Because I mean, normally I say I don't get political. I'm going to say something political today, and I really hope that some people hear it. I've really been thinking about something, and the Four Nations Cup. First of all, wow, was that freaking amazing? Did the NHL go above and beyond? Right? Those guys and it also goes to show that if you wanted to have a real all-star game and make it mean something, it could. Right? It could. Because that's how they played for it. Right? So when you get the all-star game and them guys, it's because the league doesn't put any emphasis on it. Right? The players don't put any emphasis on it, man. You make it right. You really could put some solid emphasis on the game, and the players will definitely say something. Oh, hi, Ashley. How are you? Thank you. I miss you. I really do, Ashley. I miss you on this show. I miss you as a friend. Miss talking to you. Miss having you around. Miss your smiling face. Miss your kids. I just wanted to say that. I'm sure that all the other idiots here miss you a lot more than they miss me. So I just wanted to say that. Just trying to put us in a group or two. I know no one fucking watches the show anymore. Right? We got Sister JJ. How you doing, buddy? He's driving. Hopefully Binnington can ride the high of the Four Nation face-off. I hope so too. They're gonna next year is the Olympics, so they're gonna do that. I understand, Ash. I really do. I guess there's enough people, or 9. So there's enough here that I can say this. So I'm going to say something, and I'm going to get political. And if you don't like it, tough fucking titties. Okay. I'm going to say this, and if you've got an opinion, you're welcome to it. You're welcome to post what you want. I may or may not show it. I may or may not debate it. I'm just going to go here. I really want to talk about the booing of the national anthem by Canadians, people who kneel for the national anthem, people who quote unquote disrespect national symbols. If you want to have an issue with someone disrespecting a national symbol, that is absolutely fine. Do not say that they're disrespecting the people who served or died serving their country, because they're not. Now, let's get something really, really on the level here. I served in the United States Navy for 20 years. I was in a naval high school at the age of 13. I had the United States Navy shoved down my throat since I was 9 years old. That's when I can remember it. From my grandfather and my uncle and my stepfather, who I call my dad, who was a Marine. I had the military shoved down my throat. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I have the right to say what I'm going to say. And I'm going to set it up for you. Why does somebody, quote unquote, disrespecting these symbols not disrespect someone who served the country? Right? It doesn't matter. That's with all disrespect. Listen to what I got to say first, because I think I'm going to open some eyes. Right? Let's say that I'm at a convention or some type, and I'm going to give a speech. And prior to the beginning of this convention, they presented the colors, right? They played the national anthem. All these flags, had the U.S. flag there. On the stage behind me is a U.S. flag. Okay. Great. I give my speech. The whole time, nothing's wrong. While I'm giving my speech, uniformed men walk in and arrest everyone there, including me, for giving that speech. No, it doesn't, Aaron. It absolutely doesn't. You know what? See, Aaron, this is where I want people to kind of understand something. I took the oath of enlistment 9 times. 9 times I took the oath of enlistment. I state your name. Oh man, now I'm getting so frustrated. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. I can stand on that stage. They don't play the national anthem. They don't have a flag up there, and nothing changed. I have the free speech. That's the importance here. The Constitution is the most important thing. It is that you have the rights to do the things that you do. That you have the right to say that it disrespects the country. You have the right to protest. You have those rights. That is more important than any national symbol. Period. End of story. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah. I have zero. You know what I thought would have been better? Would have been a better protest? Is if they would have A, sat down, or B, turned around. Didn't have to, during the national anthem, just turn around. Wow, what a statement that would have been. Right? AC Generator says, I agree with the separation of individual from the foreign polynationalism. I have a gentleman that works for me that joined the Naval Reserves, made it clear when becoming his manner that my opinion on the U.S. government is not a reflection on him or you know what? Here's the thing, AC. I want to tell you something. When I am in my car, and I drive all the time, when I see somebody protesting, I smile. I'm happy. It doesn't matter whether or not I agree with that protest or I disagree with that protest. Right? There's times I see people protesting. I want to get out of my car and beat them with a club. But no, they have that right. That was, you know, everybody makes a big deal about that musical Hamilton, but there's something from that musical or something about Hamilton that a lot of people really don't understand. The papers that he wrote, right? The letters that he wrote defending the Constitution when it came out, it absolutely, I mean, the papers he used are still used today to debate the meaning of the Constitution. And one of the things that Hamilton came out and said, that for the first time in history, a king is not in charge of a country, and that the citizens of a country are in charge of their own, and that they're going to elect a leader, and that they're going to have the right to tell the leader if they're doing something wrong. That's huge. Huge, I say. Made them feel heard. Our person just laughed. And when it was you know what? It made the games better. Honestly, it made the games better. That first game, that Saturday game, if you want to say that the reason that Kachucks and JT Miller got in those fights because of the booing, great. You know, if that's what it took, great. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Notes are going to back up my $50. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, man. They got to win 4 out of 5 out of every game from here on out, and I don't see it happening. The last couple of games, they played better. Oh, they have played better. Right? They have absolutely played better. The trade speculation on Shin, I think, was just speculation. If I'm Doug Armstrong, if I'm the GM, I would do a disservice to my team, to my ownership group, if I didn't listen to any and all offers, and I think that's what he did. John Hefner, Lance to Scott. Lance, you can come on the show if you want. Ashley Jones, game over turf. And Aaron Coulter, thank you. Lance, the link last link I sent should still be good. So you can come on, man. I don't mind you coming on, bud. Don't mind at all. I just want, you know, in this, we need to understand it is okay to have a minority opinion, and that minority opinion always needs to be heard. Right? If you're not happy with what's going on, get involved. And I'm trying in some ways to get involved because I'm not happy with what's going on. Right? And you know, all politics are personal. Right? Until it touches you personally, you don't care. And one of the things that's come out is they're talking about taking away my retirement, taking away half my income, like that, taking away something I worked 20 years for, that I was promised in a contract. Because I'm also disabled. I'm making money hand over fist, according to them. Billionaires telling me that I'm making money hand over fist. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Oh, my goodness. What the fuck did I do to deserve this?
What's
hey,
up?
Bud. How you doing, man?
I just saw you were live for a little bit, and I was just hopped in for a couple minutes.
Yeah. Oh, have you been listening to my rants?
No, I haven't. I've really been offline a lot lately. Just
Yeah, well, I haven't done a show in 3 weeks.
really.
Yeah. They're still working in my apartment, but you know, today they're not doing anything, and just mentally, I haven't been there.
Okay.
That's not Shaggy. What are you talking about, John? Unless Shaggy showed up somewhere, but I didn't see Shags. Shags is always welcome to get on the show. So that link still works, right?
Yeah, it obviously works because I hopped in through it.
Yeah. So with what StreamYard does, would have studios. So if you use the studio, the link that you send is the same link. It just, even though I stop the show and do a new show, the link stays the same.
Okay.
So it makes life a little easier. AC generator. We're getting political. I was talking about the booing. America needs to get over the us versus them politics, and both internationally and especially domestically. I kind of agree with that. I have zero problem with people booing the national anthem. I have zero problem with anybody who ever protests anything peacefully. Mm-hmm. And trust me, as someone who served for 20 years, it does not. In fact, it honors my service more than anything else. And that's how I feel about it. Right? I still can't believe Kako is on the Kracken, and that the Rangers did him dirty, man. I feel like the Rangers did him dirty.
I got to see Kako make his Kraken debut, actually.
Oh?
Yeah, he debuted with the Kraken when the Hawks were playing them, and I was actually at the game.
Yeah. Boy, your prediction about the Blues being dead last is not wrong.
Well, it's the Hawks who are dead last.
Well, at the beginning of the season, you said we were going to be last in the division.
That was also before they were doing a coaching change.
Yeah. But they're still nowhere near where I thought they were going to be either. Remember, I said last year I think they had 96 points, and that was kind of my thing. I had 92 points, and you kept saying they were going to get 72 points. And I kept saying, where did the 20 points go? Right? And because I didn't see like what we lost with what we replaced being 20 points down. We're not going to we may hit 92, but we lost some points that I didn't see, that I don't think we should have lost in my eyes. And I don't think that the coaching change had as much to do with it as everybody says. But I do think at some point Bannister just gave up.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like Bannister just gave up. And when Bushnevich came out and straight up said, we don't even practice the offense, and you can't win hockey games, it told you right there what was going on, right? I thought that was because he's not that guy, right? Bushnevich isn't that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bushnevich is very quiet.
Hey, I gotta go.
Okay, have fun. Nice talking to you, bud. Love you, man. 11 minutes to puck drop. I might have to grab something to eat here in a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna. So if you're watching the game, when they did that the broadcast where it was on free TV, one of the reasons I didn't do it is because it wasn't on ESPN, and I was at almost a 4-minute delay. Right, I got alerts, and I was when I got the alert that something happened, it was about 3.5 to 4 minutes before I saw it on the TV. I can't do a show like that at a 4-minute delay. No way. Right? I'd love to get a vet on and have a real open and honest debate with one of them. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know if you have the link, Ash. Let me make sure to send you a link on Facebook. Because I don't know if you have a link anymore. I don't know if I've sent you an updated link. Because it's been a while. There we go. Reminds me, I got to start writing on my book again. I kind of backed off. There you go, Ash. There you go. Supposed to go fishing yesterday, but I decided to drive instead. He called their locker room and said, give those dirty some nickel sandwiches. That's why. Oh, I don't believe that at all, Aaron. I don't believe that at all. But I mean, if that okay, I don't believe that had. I really don't. But okay. It is what it is. I mean, I'll be straight up honest. I don't drink the Trump Kool-Aid. Right? I don't at all. In fact, it amazes me how many people do. It really does. He made a statement, and I know I don't get political, but I'm going to bring this, that a 360-year-old man was still getting Social Security. Hold on a second. Let's just stop right there. Social Security isn't even 360 years old. We're not even 360 years old. So how is someone who was born and died before we were even a country getting Social Security? Now, there could be some fraud going on, and there's been a lot of that. But if that's what he's trying to say, then you say fraud. You don't say it the way he said it. Right? But that just is what it is. Yeah, I'm probably been blocked now. I don't think my good friends, I don't think the people that really know me, that care about me and that care about this show would block me or not watch over politics. I really don't. I think that they're intelligent enough to allow me to say what I want to say, and I allow them to say what they want to say. They can tell me I'm wrong. I can tell them they're wrong, and then we go on and we watch the Blues game. And as I say that, just to people, one time there were 11 people watching, now there's 3. And I need to expand some. Hold on a sec. Hopefully this doesn't make things too big. Does that make me too big? I hope not. There we go. That 3-1 victory against the Avalanche was amazing. And that felt like they should have beat Winnipeg. Right? That it doesn't amaze me. People want easy answers for why that. Yeah, I get that. That's called fraud. That's what I said. But I don't think that there's a 360-year-old man getting. I don't think so. But recap of the Homestead overtime loss. 6-5 shootout win, shootout loss. Yeah, that's not a good Homestead, to be honest. 2, 4, 5, 6 points out of 10. So what? Oh my goodness, we're in trouble now.
Hey, guy.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
So are you coming on to tell me how wrong I am about something?
No, just saying hi.
Oh, we missed you, Ash. We really have missed you, and I'm not just saying that. I think anybody that watches this show knows that if they tune in, trust me, they ask about you a lot more than they've asked about me.
Well, when you're on, they see you, so they don't need to ask
No.
about
The
you.
last 2 weeks, 3
Mhm.
weeks that I haven't done a show, only 2 people have called or texted me and asked, "Is everything okay? When's the next show?" And every show I do, someone asks, "Is Ashley coming back on?" So
Well, that's
trust me,
sweet.
they miss you a hell of a lot more than they miss me. Right? What he was saying was see right there. That's where I lose it. The deep, see, Aaron, you lose me right there, bud. There's no such thing as the deep state. And he wasn't saying that because there's better ways to say it other than the way he did. But okay. I'm not a Trumpite. I never will be. I think differently, and I'm going to leave it at that. Right. Like I said, I loved the Four Nation tournament. I thought that it was very well done. I tell you what, I would have liked to have seen. I really would have liked to seen a third, fourth place game between Sweden and Finland. Instead of just the first place game, because I think that game would have been all out too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right. I don't think the Blues are making the playoffs this year. I think that this is the thing I noticed against Winnipeg, right? This team and they haven't had this for a very long. What do you think this team is missing? I want to see what you think this team is missing.
I mean, I can see a lot of improvement in them, but they're lacking consistency. I mean, it's like they can come out and be gung ho, and then the next game, it's like they forgot what they did the game before.
I don't see. To me, it's not the consistency as much as there's something else. There's something else internally that I think they're missing, and I think, and it's been missing for a long time, right? Oh, you're close, AC. You're really close to where I'm coming from. What I think they're missing is that killer instinct, right? They're missing that instinct. When they were up on, when they went up 3-2, I think it was, with that power play goal late that made it 3-2. There was still another, because they were on a 4-minute power play, there was still another 2 minutes of power play. And if you have killer instinct, you score on that power play.
Absolutely.
That puck never leaves their zone, and they're wiped out. And they went into a defensive standpoint, and because they did, as soon as that power play was over, the best players, the guys that should have been on the ice defending the power play, the penalty kill, defending the power play, were ready to go. And because you didn't take it to them and put that game away when you had the chance, that killer instinct, that's what I think is missing more than anything else. Though I thought we saw a little bit of it against the Avalanche. I had to listen to the back half of the second and the third, but it still felt like when it was in the third, there wasn't this put the puck in the net and get another goal. It was almost like they went back into this defensive mindset. And in 2019, and I'm going back to that, prior to Berube coming in, this team had a killer instinct when they were ahead. They just didn't know how to get ahead. And since the bubble, something I know what I think happened in the bubble, but something happened. And since then, this team has not had that killer instinct at all. And I think it's going to take Montgomery more than just a season. I think it's going to take him 2 years to get it back. I heard something, one of the announcers or someone saying that, they kind of management sat down with Thomas and said they needed more from him. I did not like that at all, right? I think you're sending the wrong message to a young guy who's out there. I think he gives it his all every single night. And to say he's not doing enough, I disagree with that.
I mean, I disagree with the way it was done, but I don't disagree with their message. He obviously is still hurting with his ankle. I think he rushed to come back and he wasn't 100%. So I think that saying something lights a fire, and that might be what they wanted to do, but I don't know that I would have went about it in that manner.
I think this team's its killer instinct is coming.
Mhm.
I think it's coming.
I mean, you see it in Walker and you see it with Neighbors, and you can see it still with, Shen leading the way. I mean, there is killer instinct in there. It's just not consistent.
You're close. There's something else that I see coming. And I see it coming in Snugard.
Mhm.
I see it coming in Dvorsky, in Steinberg, all those first round picks. It really feels like some of those guys have that killer instinct. Right. And I see next year we're going to go from being one of the older teams to being one of the younger teams.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. And I think that
we truly are.
Huh?
We truly are.
Yeah. And I think the stuff with the Shen, I think that has more to do with Doug Armstrong not doing a disservice to the group by listening to offers. If you're not going to listen, you're not doing your job.
I mean, in any situation, you've got to listen. You've got to at least give that in a GM position opportunity, but it doesn't mean that you're going to actually jump on
it. And the
it.
problem is the media comes out and takes some of that speculation and leads with it. Puck drop, by the way. They won the face-off. Yay! They won a face-off. I didn't even pull my sheet, my stuff out today. I haven't. I just haven't felt the games like I used to.
I understand, man.
Maybe it'll come back soon, but yeah, I haven't.
By the way,
been feeling it.
You don't have to ever send me the link. I'm your co-host.
Okay,
I have
you're
control.
Good? Oh yeah, that's right. You're still. I didn't know if you were still on it or not. So
yeah.
Right. I'm hoping to do some shows again this summer in summer fall in St. Louis again. I want to travel the country like for 2.5-3 months, start in the Pacific Northwest and take a camper and a car and just kind of go across the Washington, Oregon, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Colorado, come back down through Kansas, Missouri, you go hit Missouri, Illinois, just camp and fish and write.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Right.
And this time Will's not going to let me live down the fact that I didn't see you much last time, so I'm going to have to come out.
Hey, you saw me the amount that you felt you needed to see me for what was going on, and you and me talk, remember? And I told you how I felt, and it wasn't against you. It was just, hey, look, I just need to say this to make me feel better, and you understood that, and I think that we're even better because of that.
Oh, of course.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. I love Walker's game, man. I was wrong. I was surprised when they signed him, but it was the right signing. He's worth more than what he's getting paid. Right? He's like a little Kelly Chase or a little Tony Twist. Right? When you need that energy, he's there. And I've compared him. Do you remember who I've compared him to? What baseball player I've compared him to?
I missed that.
He reminds me. Come on, I want to see who remembers this. Well, there's a couple people watching. Who did I say that Walker reminds me of? A former St. Louis Cardinal. I still think Holloway's the secret sauce of that. Those offer sheets. I think that he was the better get than Boberg, and I love Boberg, but I think Holloway at $2 million, he's definitely earned that money.
Oh yeah,
right?
Well, they both earned it. I think that both of them were phenomenal pickups.
I'd say at $4 million we overpaid a little for Boberg, not a lot, but we paid
only because he was injured. I mean, if he hadn't taken that injury with how hot he was, I think that we would have a lot higher numbers.
Maybe, but I still, even when he got signed at the $4 million, I was like, that's a little on the high side for me. 3.5, I thought I would have been a little happier with, but you know, it is what it is, and you know, he's close to being there. The guy that I compare Walker to is David Eckstein.
I can see that.
Right, the Energizer Bunny. Eckstein never walked to first base. Right, he never walked. He ran to first base on a walk. He was always moving. He was that guy. I mean, that's why he won the MVP, because he was consistently that guy. If you needed, you know, if they were down and needed a hit just to get some energy, he would get that hit. You know, and Walker does the same thing. Walker will get out there, and you know, Walker's a tiny guy. Yet he'll fight the guys that are standing up, and he'll go at it, and he doesn't. And I think the team feeds off it. When he's not in the lineup, when he's in the press box, that's a different team on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
In my eyes, that's a completely different team on the ice when Walker's in the press box, vice when he's in uniform. Do you agree?
Well, I agree, but hey, I gotta go. I just really wanted to say hi real quick.
No problem.
All right.
Love you, girly.
Love you too. Bye, guys.
Bye. So now you're stuck with just me, guys.
If I can.
There we go. I'll take her out. Now you're just stuck with me, guys. Enjoy it. Maybe. Shots are 1 apiece. Got about 3.5 minutes gone in the first period. Oh, nice break. Nice break. Well, actually, John, the reason that I miss Louisiana, because I want to be there long enough that we go to a hockey game together. That I stay till like November 3rd so we can go to a hockey game together. I do want to go to Arkansas and Mississippi, right? I need to pay some respects in Mississippi, but I want to fish down there too. Oh, I hope he's okay. Yeah, he looks like he's okay. See, when you, I see what you're saying. We catch some big reds. When I see when I hear big red, I don't think of like what you were saying. I think of something else. Anybody know what I think of when I hear big red? I want to throw this out there. See if someone. I know there's guys that are my age. What do I think of when I hear big red? I didn't talk about the Kracken and then stealing Dunn. I still felt that the Blues really should have done something with that. To me, the only reason they don't fight that is they were okay with Dunn leaving. But I still felt that should have been. I would have fought it and then done a trade. Said, if you want Dunn, that's fine. We need to come up with a trade. Or we get him back. That's what I think I would have done. 4 people watching, 5 likes. I appreciate those who gave me the likes. Thank you. I know if you did it on YouTube, I can't see it. And somebody here, anybody watch me play the racing game? What did you think of that? If you were here when I played the racing game, I got a couple of people, a couple of things. I guess I tried to do it yesterday, and I had the game on my screen, but I forgot to add the screen here, so it didn't show up. Hi, Gloria. Haven't seen you in forever and a day. I hope you're doing well. I hope the grandniece is doing well. Excuse me, our grandnephew. I can't remember which one it is. I think she's a grandnephew and I have a grandniece. I think next season, as young as this team's going to get, I can really see us having that killer instinct. I really do. I think that you're gonna. I think guys like Snugard, Dvorsky, Steinberg. Who else is over there? Young guy that's over there. I can't think right now. Go to Puckpedia here real quick. Steinberg, Dvorsky, maybe Zach Dean to a point. Alexandrov, though he's been up here, I don't know if he's really got it. There's Adam Jarek, Theo Lindstein, those guys. I mean, I could see Lindstein possibly making the team next year. There's guys there that have that instinct, and they're really pushing it, trying to make it happen. I could really see. I really could see that happen. I could see that those guys coming in here with a completely different attitude. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Ash. We loved you for as long as you could stay. Right? Got to get your rig set back up, unless the other person took your rig, and if he did, we got to get you a new rig. When they open the spillway, it's awesome. Have to jump a fence and ignore the warning signs. I'm not big on ignoring warning signs. Not big on that at all. Right? Schwartz and Tarasenko. Yeah, but he wanted to leave, and he screwed the Blues. He's one of those three players that I think screwed the Blues. Stancil, yeah, Stancy. I think you're right. I think you're right too, Stancil. I think he could be. I think that we got some guys down there making the team before. I think Schnoogy's automatically on the team next year. I think he gets his 9. I think if they can get him his 9 games this season, they will. I think he's penciled in on the 4th line and could go higher. Right? We'll see. I could see some of our older veterans getting traded away. I really can. I could see guys. The guys that I could see, like towards next season. First of all, Suter won't be here next season. He's not going to be here. Tucker, I could see Tucker going, though I like him. I could see Leddy or Fowler getting traded. More Leddy than Fowler. Krug will get traded next season. I know he's got the no trade clause. If he can play, they're going to future. They're going to get rid of him if they can. Right? They're going to make room for a younger defenseman. I can absolutely see that. There is one thing that I haven't talked about, and I may talk about it in a second. I want to talk about Parayko a little bit. Parayko showed some things, and it's concerned me. I see Fosca being gone. I don't see him getting re-signed. He's a free agent. He's our only unrestricted free agent for this in the forward. But I could see Matthews being gone. I can see Sundqvist being gone. There's 2 right there. I could see Bolduc going down. Neighbors is pretty well solid in his spot. Walker, you could hit, and you know what? Maybe one of these top guys, Shen. I would trade Shen before I trade Bushnevich. I think Bushnevich is earning his, his $8 million. I think he's getting paid 8, but that's not what his AAV is. Or no, his AAV. His AAV. That's right. He's got an extension. He's $8 million. He's got an extension to 2031. He's earning every freaking penny of that. In my eyes. I could be wrong, but that's my eyes. Krug won't be back. His career's over. Holloway done? What do you mean done? What happened? I missed something? There we go. Rousey. No. Come on, guy. You're out of it. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Oh, nice shot. That was sweet. Now, see, this is where what I talk about, them missing that killer instinct. This is where sometimes you've got to keep it going, keep firing that puck, keep that puck in deep, get them on the. This is where you have the chance to pull a penalty, Oh, nice. Oh, wow. I haven't seen this good puck movement for a long time from the Blues. Holy cow. Look at this. Where the fuck has this been this season? Yeah, no icing there. Oh, that should have been in the back of the net. We got lucky there. I need a shutout. Really need it. Oh, right in front. Nobody home. That could have been in the back of the net. I think Neighbors, with those young guys next year, I think Neighbors' game elevates. I mean, really elevates. Oh, Thomas. Oh, that should have been a penalty there. He got taken down, no call. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate you, buddy. Your girlfriend Ashley was on earlier.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
There you go. That was for you, Aaron. Yeah, no call. I agree. Should have been. We love you, Aaron. You know who I'm talking about. I said it jokingly. I know no one here, Ashley, she's a lovely person. We all love her to death. She's a great friend of the show. When I say that, she's somebody's girlfriend, I know that it's a joke. She knows it's a joke, and we're all taking care of each other. God. And I think Kairu's game will jump. There are two more of them, Danny, and I'm not sure when. I think one of them, I'm not sure. I know there's two more coming up, right? I kind of hope they don't. I know for some people that would, you would love to have them over. See, I don't understand not having cable TV. I don't get it. right? I'm sorry. I have it. I pay what little I watch. I still pay the money for it every month because I want to have those channels when I want to watch them. And not only that, if you take all of the, and I have some streaming services. I pay for streaming services when I probably shouldn't. But if you took all that and added up for the 5 or 6 streaming, it's almost more than cable. Right? I don't get it. And that's, I understand people do what they want to do, but it's just me. Yes, they did. Lost in the shootout on that Saturday game. They should have won that game. Oh, they absolutely should have beat Winnipeg. That was a bad loss. That, in my eyes, even though Winnipeg was a better team, but they, didn't. And we talked about it earlier, not having that killer instinct, and that killed them. Oh, I got more people liking me. Who would I got? Edward Loska. I don't know who that is. Aaron Nell, John Hefner. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Really do. Oh, yeah. He took out 2 players there. Fowler, nice move there. No, they're still out there. Trust me. They're still out there. I have heard them. I actually hear them more from other people because I've been kicked out of every major group because I promote my show, but that's neither here nor there. I guess I'm not a good enough blues fan to be in the major groups, right? Kairu got a raw deal. I don't think ESPN has much to do with it as other people think, right? NBC had a lot to do with it, right? I really enjoyed with NBC when they had it on NHL. The streaming was through the NHL. I kind of wish with ESPN it would go back to that, right? I really do. But that's just my personal thing. When's the captain going to Toronto? Not going to happen, Dr. Detroit. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the main thing here was I think that was listening to the offer, that was just doing due diligence, but I don't think he's going anywhere because I don't think anybody's going to pay what he's worth. I'll be honest, I've changed my view on him. Last year, I was pretty skeptical, but he's done the same thing. He's done this. He has done nothing different this year than he did last year. Right? See, the blackout I hate, period. And they've all blacked it out. And that's the problem. And then with the games being on, I mean, how many different names has it had, Fox Sports, what other name did it have before it had, what it is now, the gambling network, Bally's and all the other, that the way these these individual channels have tried to rape cable companies, right? It made no sense, and it hurt the consumer. It really did. It hurt the consumer instead of and it's really hurt the consumer. Now, for me, I pay double. I pay more than I should. I pay for NHL Center Ice, which is like $60 a month, and then I pay the monthly fee for ESPN and Disney and whatever it is. But one of the reasons is Center Ice is a 2-minute delay, and doing the show I can't. Now, if I'm not doing the show, I will watch it on Center Ice because I like the St. Louis commercials. Love my St. Louis commercials. All right. Oh, how did that not get called? Oh, it did. Okay. Finally, a whistle got blew. Whee! Said Douglas MacArthur. I finally found my whistle and decided to blow it. So Seattle gets a penalty, even though they've been tripping the whole game. I don't think it'll stop. That was less of a trip than the other one he didn't call. Oh, there we go. Wow. That's what I was talking. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. Now, see, this is where killer instincts got to come in. You can't stop here. You cannot play defensive at this point. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. Oh, excuse me. I have so much junk up here. And I can't find the junk I really want. I don't see it up there, maybe. Oh, Thomas got me a power play point. Thank you, Thomas. Excuse me. I had the flu really bad a couple weeks ago, and I'm just now getting over it. I still have a bit of a cough. Here we go. Give me my matchups. How we doing today? I'm playing the Kracken, actually. I'm up 11-7 and 8. Binnington is kicking ass for me. Soderblom for Chicago. Hopefully Utah can make him pay like they did the last game. Oh, I'm behind in goals. I need a goal. I need a goal. Hall didn't do anything. Tarasenko hasn't done anything yet. Tarasenko's had a horrible year. Horrible year. I'm doing okay. I'm losing goals. I'm winning assists, winning points, winning plus minus, tied in penalty minutes, behind in shots on goal, behind in game-winning goals, behind in power play points. I need 2 more. Behind in overtime points, winning hits. Or no, I'm behind in hits. I'm winning blocks, winning takeaways, behind in giveaways, and winning face-offs. And then I'm winning all the goalie categories. This is my 3rd goalie game of the week. Our week started on Saturday, so it's actually a week and a half. And it'll go to Sunday, so I'll have more goalie starts than normal. Yeah, I just don't think anybody's going to pick him up. I didn't understand him signing with Detroit at all. That's a signing that made 0 sense to me. And especially, I mean, the guy just won his 2nd cup, and he was instrumental. It's not like he was a bit or role player. He was pretty instrumental to that team. And I'm sorry, guys. The Dr. Tarasenko, that was not a good fit for him. Not a good fit for him at all. He does not need to be on a rebuilding team. Shots are 10-3. Wow. How the hell did that happen? During the second intermission, I'm going to talk about Parayko a little bit. I got a bone to pick with Parayko. Danny, I'm not sure, man. I don't have Apple TV. Well, I have Apple TV, but I don't pay for it. And I don't know, bud. I got to think about that. Right? If I knew people would watch, maybe. But I don't know. Soccer's kind of hard for me. Soccer is the only other sport I think that you need to watch live. Vice TV. I think soccer, the game itself, is an experience where baseball is a TV game. Football, absolutely a TV game. Hockey is a live sport game, and it's not. It's a little bit experience, but it's more, to be able to see a lot more of the action, because you cannot watch hockey like this. You need to watch hockey like this. And TV, I think you watch it like this. Right? You got some, but you still got blinders on, so you're still missing a bunch. Right? Does that make any sense, Danny? Does it? Dr. Detroit, did you run away? I really like Sundqvist on Detroit. Then maybe, yeah, but you should have kept him and you didn't, right? You traded him back to us. Ted Lasso got me into soccer. I can admit that. I thought that was kind of cool. I like Ted Lasso. I really did. And now that they're doing a season 4, I think it's going to get even better. Oh, I really do. I really do think season 4 is going to get better. I think it's so neat when you have a main character who's not really the main character. And that's the thing about Ted Lasso. He's the main character, but he's not the main character. Not even close is he the main character. Right? He's like he's the bearing in the center of the wheel that everyone else goes around, but the bearing's not the most important. Yeah, he did. He got a power play goal that made it 2-0. He did, Danny. He did pound it in. We had some Kyrou pounding and some Sundqvist pounding. It was confirmed for season 4 this day. Yes, season 4 has been confirmed. And in fact, it sounds like Ted Lasso is going to be the coach of the AFC Richmond women's team. Oh my goodness. I think that's just going to go. The possibilities for that as a writer, unfucking limited. A female Jamie Tart? Yes, please. Yes, please. Give me a female Jamie Tart. Bet red green is better. What is red green? I don't know what red green is. John, Ted Lasso took TV to, during COVID, the lockdown, Ted Lasso took the lockdown from here and brought it to here. It really did something completely different. I have not watched it. I haven't got into it. I remember I do too. They used to play on my birthday, December 30th. That'd be neat. I really felt that St. Louis City should have went with the Steamer. I either Steamer or Ambush. And I don't know if there was a reason they couldn't use those names, but I would have absolutely loved that, man. I would have loved that. I would have. I think that would have just raised the bar so much. I could be wrong. I mean, that's my opinion, but I think it would have raised the bar significantly. What is today? Today is the 20th. There we go. I got the right day on the calendar. There we go. Event summary. Game summary. Oh, Joseph just missed one there. They've been heavy on the forecheck, and I'm not a big forecheck guy, but it's not that they've been heavy on the forecheck. I think tenacious. They said that. That's the better word. They've been very, very tenacious on the forecheck, and basically it's keeping the puck. And God, keeping the puck in the zone. It's not always having it, but it's keeping it in the zone. It's keeping their guys on the ice longer without the puck. And if you do that, you have a chance of winning every game. Oh, that was a bad drop. That should have got redropped. Oh, hey. Welcome, Chris. Miss you, loved you, bud. Ashley was here earlier. Right? I gotta call you and talk to you later, Chris, sometime this week or next week if you got a chance and if you're willing to chew some fat with me for a little bit. We're gonna need more than that, bud. We need to win, in my eyes, 5 out of 4 from here on out. We got 24 games left. I think we need to win 18. I think we need to win 18. All right. Or 19. I think we need to win 19, 18 or 19 of those 24. All right. Well, that's, solid first period. Again, they're playing the Kraken, but they've come out and they're playing like they played against the Avalanche. I'll give them credit for that. Let me do a refresh, make sure I got this right. Wow. They only gave up 4 shots and 9 attempts to the Kraken. Wow. That's play. They took 14 shots and had 20 attempts. Think about that. 14 shots and only missed, and 20 attempts. They didn't hit the net. They missed the net or had a shot blocked 6 times. That's good. Hits were 9-4. Giveaways. This is something the Blues have got to work on. 7-5, and too many. Got to get that number down. Takeaways 1 apiece. Block shots. Each team had 3. Face-offs. St. Louis has just dominated the circle, and this is such an important. 13-5. When St. Louis wins a face-off game, they usually win the game. Or they're in the game more than they're out of the game. That face-off circle and losing O'Reilly cost us a lot there. But yeah, Danny, I think they got to win 18 or 19 games from here on out, from today on out. So counting today, they need to win 18 or 19 games. And that's the only way. And that's only sniffing the playoffs. That's not guaranteeing you're in. Oh, I think it is too, but they couldn't come to an agreement. And whatever it was, they couldn't come to an agreement. I wasn't a fan of the Yeti as much as everybody else was. But see, to me, what's another? There's another name for the Yeti. I know it's Abominable Snowman, and there's one other name. God, you know what I would have went with? I would have went with Sasquatch. I don't know why they didn't do Sasquatch or right, something along those lines, right? You know what name I would have liked for Utah? Vipers. Yeah, they do need to figure out how to win more than 2 in a row, right? And to get points every game. They need to get points almost every game, right? Killer instinct, Steven. I was talking about it earlier. They need to find that, and it's missing. It's been missing, and I'm hoping that we see it more in the second period. Oh, these commercials. I think it's Kia or Hyundai. These Hyundai commercials are so freaking stupid. Mammoth could work. I think there was something with Mammoth might still be in the running. I know they've had like 3 or 4 names out there in the running, but I think Sasquatch would have worked, right? I think that would have worked just as well, you know. Or snow leopards. Oh, I would have liked that. Leopards. Ooh. There's a name that I think college team use. I don't think any pro teams use. I got a name I really, really like, right? And when it comes to like a sports nickname, I know college teams use this. I know for a fact high school teams use it. I don't think any pro sports, and I'm going through right now, no pro sports use it. Oh, there you go. How the fuck did you know that? How the fuck did you know that, Chalky? How the fuck did you know that? How the fuck did you know that? Did I say it before? I don't think I've ever said that before. Like that's like super wavelength shit going on here. Yeah, I like cougars. Right? I mean, I know they're called mountain lions or other things, but you know, in Missouri we call them cougars, and I've always what was that show store Cabela's in the outlet mall? They used to have the like mock-ups or and they'd have like they had 2 or 3 different cougars that were set up. Oh, I could sit there and look at those all day long. I just love the look on a cougar. Everybody loves cougars, guy. I guess, but my favorite show, one of my favorite shows is Lone. And 2 seasons ago, one of the guys spotted a mountain lion or a cougar and didn't have his a cougar, all right? Didn't have his bow with him. I was like, oh man. Yeah, that's it. That's it, right? Oh yeah, I do like it better than Wildcats. I'm not I just think cougar is a solid name, right? Like I wanted for city soccer, if you weren't gonna go with ambush or steamers or something to celebrate St. Louis soccer culture, I thought it should have been cougars. I thought it should have been cougars, right? That to me, I like what a cougar represents. I think cougar, the animal itself, represents what I think the people of St. Louis are more than anything else. I really do. It's one of those animals. And obviously you will see a cougar in the St. Louis area rarely, more down in Lower Arnold, LA, in that area, as you get into the sticks past there, you might see them. I remember on the highway once, we as a kid driving down 44 headed towards Springfield, and saw one standing on a rock. I mean, just past Eureka, saw one standing there, and I was in awe of it. Right? And I keep looking for him and can't find him. You're lucky. Next time I'm home, you got to show me. We had one around Van this year. Oh, okay. I don't know. There's just something about the cats. I like them. And I'm not a cat person. Anybody who knows, Chris knows me. Am I a cat person, Chris? Not in the least bit, right? Do not, it's great that they're there, but I'm not going to go out of my way to pet a cat or anything, right? That's just not me. I'll go out of my way to pet a dog, right? Oh, I had, here, while we're talking about dogs. So me and Chris know someone who has a service animal, a true service animal, right? Emotional support service animal. This dog's is a brother of Barkley, right? Different litter, same parents. He is a brother of Barkley, and this dog has a job to do. When I was in Wyoming, other than in the house, this dog never went more than 5 feet from his person, right? And if his person mentioned his name, instantly he came. Driving Lyft, I had a lady, I pulled up to a spot, a lady had 2 small dogs and called both of them service animals. First of all, you're only allowed 1. But when I dropped her off, one of the dogs took off out of the car, and she called him and he didn't come until like the 9th or 10th time. I'm sorry, that's not a service dog to me. Yes, he will claw you if he wants you to pay attention to him. And it's what it is. Spider is trained to recognize PTSD attacks. I think I'm right. I hope I'm not putting words in his owner's mouth, but I saw it happen, right? I was getting close to having one, and I was downstairs. Spider came flying down the stairs and went right to me and put his, nose on my hand, just trying to get me to pet him, making sure that I had something to focus on other than what I was focusing on. And it wasn't just me. He did it a couple of times, right? So when he recognizes or he feels, the house that we were in, and we were in a vacation rental house. It had, upstairs was 2 large master bedrooms, a large living dining room area, a small kitchen, outdoor patio, and then downstairs there were 3 rooms. One room had 2 beds in it. The other 2 rooms had 4 beds in it. And I was downstairs in my room, and all of a sudden, I didn't feel right. I started shaking a little bit. I heard him come flying down the steps and in my room, and he just, nosed my hand. And then I saw his owner, and I don't want to say her name because I don't want to, but I saw his owner come down, just want to make sure I was okay, because he just bolted, and he did that to the 6 of us. I think he did it 3 or 4 times during the week we were there. Right. Really, really powerful dog. That's why when I pull up with someone and they go, oh, it's a support animal, 80% of the time it's a freaking pet. And I report them. There's 2 questions we ask. I can't remember what both of them are. One is, what are they trained for? Or what are they specifically for, or what are they trained for? Something like that. And there's another question, and I can't remember what it is. But if they can't really answer those two questions, or if we don't see that from the animal, we're supposed to report it. All right. Now, for me, I think there is, so both Lyft and Uber have pet fees that they charge if you bring a pet in the car. I'm sorry. I think that should apply to PTS, not PTS, to service animals, right? Here's my thing. I understand the what do you call it? The Disabilities Act, right? The Disabilities Act. I understand that. I'm 3/4 deaf. I've lost a lot of my hearing, right? I wear hearing aids. I cannot hear people talking around me. I have a mic in my car so I can hear people in the back. It's that bad, right? I understand that. Let's say that an airline wanted to charge me a premium or something to have a translator or someone like that for me. I would not have a problem with that. I would not. I get that. I understand that. They've got to do something. It's not normal. Okay, I get that. Right? Because at the same time, I'm getting some special privileges because of it. So let's say that they're going to add a $50 surcharge. Okay, I get it. I know some people fight it and don't understand it. But for me, it's not as discriminatory as people make it out to be, right? Like I've seen, like when you've got a wheelchair, right? Some of the bigger wheelchairs, you need a bigger car. You know, you can't have a smaller, or, you know, just wait until a big car shows up and then pay the small car price. I called somebody out on that. Well, this is ADA, that's it, American Disability Act. This is ADA. I said, okay, I understand that. But what if a smaller car showed up that it wouldn't fit in? Oh, we wait until we get a bigger car. Well, you're ripping me off. Right? That's just the way I look at it. I know I'm a dick. Like I said, if an airline wanted to charge me a premium or a surcharge to ensure that I had what I needed for my hearing disability, I'd be all for it. Now, I cannot sign. I have not learned how to sign. I know I need to. I'm getting to that point where I need to sign. I have gotten better at reading lips. I've gotten much better at reading lips. I don't know about that. I don't, if that's something like that, I'm just speaking out for speaking out. Because Chris came on, I remembered, I remembered Spider, and that's what it kind of got around to it. So, that's where it comes from. And I don't know about the rapper girl or whatever. I just think that the problem is there's always people that take advantage of the situation. And that's the shit that needs to stop. Right? That's the problem. Now, could you say I maybe take advantage of my hearing situation? Maybe. I get it. I've had somebody wonder straight up, why are you pre-boarding? Well, first of all, none of your business. Right? None of your personally, none of your business. I'm pre-boarding because I went to the airline, told them what my problem was and what my issues were, and asked them if they felt I could pre-board, and they said yes. and that's, but the one I'm telling you, I'd say 80% of the people that have had a quote unquote service animal in my car have not had service animals at all. So, okay, we're getting ready for the second period. Oh, I forgot to go on my Pareko rant. Remind me and we'll do it at the second intermission. I got a bone to pick with Mr. Pareko. I wonder if some other people might have this bone. 10 people like the show now. I think Dan. Oh, Gary Tackett. Hey, Gary, how you doing? John Penner, my buddy. Thank you. Gloria, thank you. So see that I'm not seeing that killer instinct already. That look at right off the bat. Right off the bat, no one's challenging. Oh, good glove saved by Binnington, but no one's challenging. Got to challenge. Got to challenge. Hey, guys, I'll be right back. I forgot to do something. Remembered I needed to take something out for dinner and I forgot about it. Thanks, guys. Delayed penalty. The Blues going. Yep. Vaska tripping. Oh yeah. Yeah. If Kairu's got called, that's got to get called. I'm not gonna fight that. Had the wrong game summary up. There we go. No wonder it looked funky to me. Oh, Bushnevich pushed that too much. I'd like to see teams. I'd like to see them be more aggressive on the penalty kill instead of just trying to clear that puck, hold it, make that break down there, go down there and try and take a shot. Yeah, you can cost you, but I think that sometimes the reward outweighs the risk to me. Might have been a crossbar there. Anybody else agree with me about being aggressive on the... Oh, no one's watching. Fuck. Who cares? Oh, yep. Ding, dang, dong. Oh, Kako came in there with some solid speed. Oh, you're good, JC. I know you kind of watch it while you're making dinner. I get that. We've talked. I'm good with you, bud. I appreciate you, man. You're fine. You're like you're one of two people that's watching right now. I'm not sure who the other one is. Oh, 3 people. 1 on YouTube and 2 on Facebook. Well, there we go. That one's over. Good kill. But now don't give it up as they enter the zone and you act like you're still on a kill. Oh, wow. Well, he's got a good chance for that. Go Curtis. Hey, Curtis is the older one, right? Adam's the younger one. Is that correct? I want to make sure I got him right. Hey, Aaron. Thank you. Yeah. Ask Curtis because I'm curious and I want to know. I kind of talked with him about possibly going fly fishing when I come this summer. If he's still interested in that, because if he is, I want to make sure. I want to try and plan a 1 or 2 day trip. If you're okay with that, Chris. Oh. I wonder if Schwartz is pissed that Fowler has his number. Schwartz had 17 here, didn't he? See, this is, well, there they go. They were doing really good with that. Oh, wow. Nice. Keep in. Will do. Oh, nice cycle. Uh-oh. Get back on it. That's the goal I needed. I get it. He's a teenager. Okay. Oh, Chris, I forgot to. I've been wanting to tell you this. They're gonna wave this off. High stick or goaltender interference. High stick or goaltender interference. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's a high stick now. They let it stand. Oh, yay. I needed that goal. Thank you, Tomas. Right. If you take the S off your name is hockey. You're S hockey. So that's what I'm going to start calling you, S hockey. Yeah, I agree. If they'd have called it no goal, it wouldn't have gotten challenged either. And if they got called a goal, it wouldn't have got overturned. I agree with you on that. That was too hard to make that decision. And I get it. I get it. I would have been. I'm fine either way. If they would have, said high stick, okay. I get it. I know it's a tough call. You want them to get it right, but you understand that some of them are matters of inches. I'm with you there, hockey. Oh, Shen, you were just a tad off that one. 18 shots, 18 to 13. Well, they got their shots up. Seattle's got 9 shots so far this period, and we're still only 7 minutes into it. I'm having trouble with my reel. I'll take that tensioner, have it almost all the way off, and that weight won't fall down. So I do think that I put too much line on that it's covering the spool, and that the line's catching on the spool. I might try and strip some line off it and see if that works. I mean, I know I have a 3/8 ounce practice weight on there, but it's just something to get used to casting. But if it's at that heavy, I should be able to just loosen the tensioner and the reel to spool. For the reel, not the spool with the tensioner almost off, completely off, tells me that there's too much line on it. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong. You're the expert on that one, bud. I've had it like almost completely off, yeah. Oh, Sonny just missed his second goal. Oh, Folk just killed somebody. Oh, Folk killed somebody. Oh, he did. Somebody get over on him. Oh, Hanif. Oh, yeah. See, they should have. That's the killer instinct. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, we were talking about that, Aaron. Hit him twice. Nailed him. Sonny with 2 points today. Oh, Boulder, no way you ever missed that. Bolduc 22 yesterday. We're gonna have some good years from him, I think. Did the Blues do a dad's trip already this year? I don't think they have they? Dad's or mom's trip? I don't think they have. Oh, neighbors just missed there. They're just all over the puck, tenacious. Oh, big save, Binnington. Ask him if I can come. Need that killer instinct. There we go. Wow. I think it's time for a goalie change. Wow. I think you need to do the goalie change here. Wow. That's the killer instinct. Did that hit somebody going in? I don't know. That might have gotten tipped by Holloway. No, it didn't change direction. I know he's over, but I want to keep Fowler. I do. I like Fowler. I think Fowler's fitting in really well here. Well, I wish you luck. I wish him luck, man. Sister, Mister, sister. Hey, Sister JJ, you watched me playing the game the other day, didn't you? Playing the racing game? Five, and we're only in the second. 21 shots, 5 goals. Wow. But this is the time where you got to shut it down and show Binnington that you care. What did you think of me playing that racing game the other day, man? I tried to do it yesterday, but I guess I forgot. I talked about me playing it, but I didn't show it on the screen. Oh, good block there. Nice breakup. Oh, that pass. If Walker could have just had something on that one, that goes in. That's like a 20-year-old game. But when it comes to racing games, it's been one of my favorites. Right? I wish I knew how to set the cars up better, but Aaron said when we got him, when we went out and got him, I said when we went out and got him now, he will have a chance to win a Stanley Cup, unlike in Anaheim. I don't know about that with us. Well, you be safe out there driving, buddy. Where are you at? What state are you in, or where are you at right now? I couldn't tuck it in there. I liked him holding the puck in the back there. I really did like that. Puck for puck. What puck? What? Oh, you were in Kansas? Yeah, you were on the other side. Normally, I thought you did the more like the Indiana, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky route. But I know you like only drive day. Like you don't oversleep. You don't overnight it. So you only go within 6 hours and then come back, right? Four. Well, I think Kansas would be more than 4 for you. Wow. Floodgates are open. Wow. Wow. Fowler. Who scored that one? Neighbors from Fowler and Parayko. Wow. Neighbors from Fowler and Parayko. And that was, just Fowler, just a great pass there. And Neighbors just wide open net. Wide open net. Six to nothing. 6-0 right now. Goals from Kairu, Sunquist, Thomas, Bolduc, Fowler, and Neighbors. A couple guys got 3 points here. Let me. Fowler has 3 points. Thomas, Pareko, Neighbors, Sunquist each have 2 points. Boberg, Shin, Falk. Hold on. We have Bolduc and Bushnevich each have 1. There we go. Keep you up with the points there. That's good. Keep them going. From Bomeister, Halloween game, 3 months before he collapsed. Oh, see, the closest puck I have that would like kind of meet that would be my Tarasenko puck, and I'm not giving that one up. I'd have to look and see what pucks I got. I say no. A mystery puck. Oh, I have one that I think I'd be willing to give up. If you're willing to. I got a Mikkola puck. Would you call that a fair deal? Right? I'd be willing to give up the Mikkola puck. Monty's pregame speech: go out and score more goals than the price of a dozen. He said no on the Mikkola puck. Well, I'm not giving up the Tarasenko puck, so that's. And I won't give up any of my Hull pucks. I'd have to look and see who else I got. I won't give up my Binnington puck. I'll have to look and see what I got, John. I'm sure I have another puck that I would give up, but I don't know if you would take it. I don't have any current players. I don't think I have anybody currently. I didn't buy any signed pucks when I was home, and I probably should have. Well, here, if they were to score more goals than the price of a dozen eggs, they need 3 more. I want that really bad. I need that, honestly. Wow, I got the goal, and then he got 2 goals, so I'm still behind in goals. I still need another goal. I got too many penalty minutes. I didn't need that. Need shots on goal. Need power play, goal points. Well, I was up and I was there on hits, and now I'm behind in blocks. Ooh, hurting unit. See what happens with the goalies. I got Soderbergh playing Utah right now, but that game's only 10 minutes in, and it's still nothing. I wouldn't mind some more shots, but I want them to be loose. Oh, that's cool. I have to look. I think I got something that I would be willing to give up of one of my mystery pucks. But like I said, I don't think I have any current players. Right? I don't have any current players. And right now I can't go look at because of the work they're doing in the house, I've got racks in front of where my pucks are, so I can't see my pucks. But we could work something out. But like I said, my top end pucks, it'd be a second tier puck. And to be honest, and I love Bouwmeester, I would consider Bouwmeester a second tier guy. Oh, so do I get some when I come home? I hope so. I actually bought some. I don't know if they came in yet. Hold on. Let me go look while we're at a commercial. I got to go look at my Amazon. Hey, man. How you doing, Ricky? Sorry I can't make it down there, bud. I just got too much other things going on in my life that I can't afford to come down there. If I could, I would, man. I would love to get down there. Hey, Ricky, just so you know, and I don't know if you're connected to him, down in Jacksonville, Hutchinson and one other guy, I can't think of his name now, Raleigh are down there. Get in contact with them, with all the guys you got coming. Make sure that they get involved. Ruiz, that's it, Ruiz. Hutchinson and Ruiz are down there. So get in contact with them, Ricky. I think you know them, right? You should know them. I got to go on Amazon. Hold on. Amazon.com. Dun, 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 dun. I hope that's the right password. Nope. Okay. Okay, hold on. I can't remember my thing. It's not showing up. On. You're so full of crap. How many people have a Halloween signed puck 3 months before? I get that, but still, he's a second tier player to me. I mean, I'm sorry. I think if you asked the majority of them, they would say that. I thought it would. No, let me try this. I guess I got to do this. Keep making those saves, Binnington. Here we go. Thought it was supposed to show today. Oh, February 20th. Order placed. Out for delivery. Yeah, it should come in today. That's possible. That's really possible, Chris. I got these, Chris. I thought those might be colors for up here. Right? I think a Mikula puck is a signed Mikula mystery puck is equivalent to a signed Bowmeister puck. Oh, there we go. Power play coming. Kyrie got tripped. What do you think there, Chris? I don't know if he's still there. Oh, actually, I'm the next stop. Yay, me! All right. Oh, by the way, so while I'm up, I got some of you guys on there. I am looking for a camper van. I don't want to put a price out there. I kind of told Chris I don't want to put it out, open. I'm hoping to kind of travel and camp the U.S. a little bit for 2 to 3 months this summer, fall. I'm looking for a camper van that I could hook a car up to and tow a car. So I'm looking to buy a camper van and a car. And the car, car that I can use and do Uber or Lyft with while I'm out. And then the camper van to sleep in to save me from paying, $3-4 grand for an apartment that's shitty. Right. So if someone knows of someone that's got something like that or something that's available that's and can help me out, military friends or whatever, pass it along and let's see what happens. Kyle Mead, thank you. JJ, thank you. Right. I'm going to try the Recedo bait. It looks like a sea urchin, but $20 for a soft plastic bait is kind of high. Yeah, I could see that. I bought some of the stuff I bought. I also bought, hold on, let me go back and I'll show you this. I don't have the patience to tie flies, which I wish I did have a little more patience for it. So, here we go. So I bought this, which is a bunch of different styles of flies. And I think there's some really good stuff in there. I think there's some good stuff for here. And then there'd be some good stuff for back home, but hopefully when it gets out, maybe this week I'm trying to earn a shit ton of money on Lyft this week. So maybe next week I'll take a Monday and go fishing, but I'm going to really work. I'm working 7 days this week and I'm probably going to work like 8 shifts. Oh, Thomas, I needed that goal. Thomas, why was that weak? I needed that goal. It was too weak. Killer instinct. Get that instinct back. Need another power play point too. Give me that power play point. Fowler couldn't get a hold on it. That was wide open for a goal too. Going to have a little bit of power play in the second, I think. So I will talk to you about my bone to pick with Parayko at the end of this period. Right. 4 goals in the second. The Blues are up 6-0. They are out shooting the Kraken 25-18, though they were outshot that period 14-11. Plant workers? What do you I don't know what you're talking about. Good period for the Blues, obviously, right? 5 even strength goals, 1 power play goal. They were 1 for 2 on the power play. They've only given up 1 power play, which is good. Kraken, 18 shots total, or 18 shots, and then they had 30 attempts, if I'm reading that right. The Blues, on the other hand, had 25 shots and 38 attempts, if I'm reading that right. Yeah, 38 attempts. Here we go. 38 attempts to 20 attempts. Wow. Hits 14-12. Blues a little bit up. Giveaways. Now that number's gotten closer. It's 14-10. Takeaways. They have 3. We had 4. They blocked 9 shots. We blocked 7. Face-offs. 61%. 20 for 13. Sister JJ is going to Havana Casino night. I was bringing the Pope, but he is not so well. I have a life-size Father Guido Brett Hall just to make sure everything is honest. They may not let you in with that. You may want to double check with your signs, bud. They may or may not let you in with that. So, I've been talking about this. I am going to talk to somebody and before I go on my trip this summer, start a writing blog where I'm write about the trip, post videos and things like that. God, I just think it would be an adventure. I had so much fun in the last trip, right? And if I would not have broke my wrist in 21, I probably would have been fishing a lot sooner. But breaking my wrist in 21 prevented me from going fishing with Chris as much as I wanted to. But now that I don't have it broken, I can, if I get this camper van, depending, or the car, I can maybe get buy a John boat that I can flip on top of it, or a kayak that I can put in the back and use that. I would really love to have fun with that. More wins in a row, but Binnington was not playing. We had to rest him. I don't know if Binnington would have won that first game against Winnipeg. Well, that's my plan, John, and we'll kind of work that out, as things go. I'm hope it comes to fruition, right? I was supposed to be there this year, but something happened. Something got scheduled that couldn't get rescheduled, and that's fine. I took care of what I needed to take care of, and I had an amazing trip. I had an amazing trip in St. Louis, in Wyoming, and in the drive from Colorado, from Denver to St. Louis, and the time in St. Louis and in Illinois. There were things I was supposed to do that I didn't because I got a little wrapped around the axle with fishing, but that's fine. Maybe I can, I'm learning a little bit better. And Chris, I didn't do that bad fishing. And I know that, you'll give me shit all left, right, and center. but overall, I think I did pretty good. What did you think of the flies I had? Did you like those, Chris? Did you see them? I don't know if you saw those, bud. All right, there you go. Maybe this is better. There we go. I don't know if you, when I do this, if you can still hear me. I think you can. Can you guys hear me? Oh, bone to pick with Pareko. Yeah. Okay, so bone to pick with Pareko. During the Four Nation tournament, Pareko played more of a second, third pairing, I think. I know he wasn't the top pairing. And he played physical. He was much, much more physical. We're waiting on that. They have not told us when it's going to happen yet. I can't wait. I want to see it, because then I can actually go and do a show up there wide open, right? Don't have to hide behind anything. So I would love it. But he played this physical role, and then on that Saturday game, I guess at one point prior to the game, JT Miller had went up and challenged him. And he ends up dropping the gloves with him and going after, big guy after a little guy. But still, where the fuck is that for the Blues? Where the fuck is that intensity for the Blues? Everyone wants you to play that way, and you won't. You go to play for Canada, and oh my God, you do it. What the fuck, dude? If you can play that way for Team Canada, you can play that way for the team that pays you. Canada doesn't fucking pay you. We do. Where the fuck is it? Anybody agree, disagree? I haven't seen it because I don't watch the show channel Bar Rescue's on, but apparently in the promos for the upcoming season, they show Vitalis. So anybody on board and agree with me there? They did 3 bars in the St. Louis area, and one of them was a Sparks pour. Scrappy Doo. Yeah, he did. Six goals, man. I want him to keep scoring. Don't stop. Keep taking the shots. Keep that killer instinct on. Right? Oh, I haven't seen the promo. I'll have to try and find it. I knew Reed went to one of the bars. I didn't know which one. Right? Got to find where that bar is and reach out to him when I'm home. The only problem with doing lives, and I don't mean this to be a dick, but no one shows up. Very few show up. I need 30, 40 people to show up to these. And the fact that I can't get 5 or 10 to watch, it makes it really hard to do these lives. It really does. Right? It really does. And, I was really hoping I would put, butts in the seats, and I didn't. And it really, I struggle with that. I've been offered to go now. JP Fields is closed, but Geyer Inn is open, and I've been told I can go to Geyer Inn anytime I want. So I know the guys from Let's Go Blues Radio did one in Geyer Inn. So that's a good commercial. Love that chicken from my minds. So of the 3, I think there's 3 major chicken places, right? There might be more, but I only know of 3. Church's, Popeyes, and KFC. Which one's better? Right? I guess I'd have to go KFC, Church's, Popeyes. So I think I get a lot of arguments with that. Oh, by the way, if you're on his page or you think about it, Rick Zombo was in a pretty bad car accident and had to have surgery, kind of relearning to walk a little bit. You know, send your thoughts and prayers or whatever you do to him. I would greatly appreciate that. I do consider him a friend, and he's a good guy. So if you think about it, send something out to Rick. And I can't believe no one had any thought process on Pareko. On my bitch of Pareko. I haven't had, you know, I'm sheltered when it comes to some of that stuff. Temps, I got temps right. Oh, yeah, 30. Oh, I said 20. I was wrong. 30 to 38. Okay. Chances 15 to 8. Yeah, I mean, they've controlled the game from the face-off. It feels like it. They've almost doubled them up in offensive zone possession time, and that's huge. Keep the puck. Better defense. All there is to it. Keep the puck. Better defense. My Amazon guy show up yet? Said I was the next shop. Ah. Hey, stand by. Stand by to stand by. Hey, we got a fishing unboxing. Aaron disagrees because the Fortnite was like playing Boston in the Stanley Cup Finals. Yeah, but he wasn't that intense during the Stanley Cup Finals. He didn't show that intensity during the Stanley Cup Finals. They've been complaining about that with him since he got here. Unboxing, unwrapping, whatever you want to call it. Let's see what we got. Okay. First thing, are we there? You listening? You watching? Let's go. All right, Dad, here we go. Here we go. Can you guys see this? Some of them are going to like not show on the screen. The ones that are green. It shows right through. I got some Cincos from Gary Yamamoto. And it came with some hooks so I can rig them. Different size. Do a racky rig right in the middle. This one, it might show right through. Oh, no, that one kind of shows. Yeah, there we go. That one's got green sparklies in it. This one, yeah. Right through the screen. Yeah, hard middle, right there. Is that what you're talking about? Where can't see that. Like that, Chris? Like no ridges, it's flat. I think that's what you're talking about. The white one, you can kind of maybe see it better on the white one. Right here, that's kind of where I'm holding. Yep. Not a bad little haul. I forget what I paid for it. Not too bad of a price. Got some hooks. Got some little hooks too, but I probably won't. I think these hooks are so small, I don't know how you would use those unless you like a second hook. You know, you went through your first hook and then lined to the second hook. I could see that maybe. Okay, practice puck, no signature. Marked inaugural game. Got his, and I have another one. Bet. No, I still want to look at what other pucks I have. Just give me a day or so to look at what other pucks I have, because I might have something. And here's the other stuff I got. Nice little case. Oh yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. There's some really nice flies in there. I just got to figure out what's what. Figure out which ones are dry flies. There's some dry flies there. That's kind of neat. I think this is a streamer here. I'm not sure how to take them out of the thing here. Yeah, that's a streamer. That's what they call a streamer there. Now I got to figure out how to hook it back in here. It's always a fun part with these things. You can get them out, but you can't get them back in. There we go. There's some unboxing for you today. As Chris called it, fish porn. See, I think a couple of those chubs will work. Me while I'm doing this. Excuse me. Otter! Otter. You got me hooked, Chris, you jackass. End of the season. Yeah, Otter's a good guy. Oh! Wow! Wow. Bolduc gets it. Bolduc gets the goal. Oh, yep. Just enough of a tip. Wow. See if we can get another hat trick. Hey, yeah, Chris, tell your brother-in-law when I get home, I'm going to steal some rods. Storage unit monster. Gary Unger's dad was in the Canadian Army. I remember him telling me about that. Was that a power play goal? Or was that had the power play? Nope, even strength. Power play had just expired. Yep. Excuse me. How many of you guys out there, if you fished as a kid, fished with a Zepco 202? If you remember that. I know Shocky's got to. He's close enough in my age. I think they still make it. I know they make the 404, but I remember the 202. It's like what every little kid learned on, something like that. A defenseman has been in on all but 2 of the goals. Follower and Pareko on the Kyrou goal, Boberg on Thomas's goal, Falk on Bolduc's goal, Bolduc's first goal. Fowler scored, and then Fowler and Pareko on Neighbor's goal, and then that one was Joseph and Sundquist, so no. And then Sundquist's earlier one, power play goal was Bushnevich and Thomas. So, well, thank you, Sister JJ. Glad you're home safe, buddy. 6 of the older ones, yeah. See if Keith will let me take a look at some of that stuff. See if he's willing to either let me 5-finger discount it or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. He likes you, so maybe he likes me. It's going to help some veterans out. You, Sister JJ. You's who? Oh, Bolduc, if you'd have been set up, that'd have been a goal. Though it could have been an interference. Did Tanev ever come back out after taking those 2 shots? How much time does Tanev have? 9:18. I don't know. Maybe not. He might be out in there. We all doing good? Keep making those saves, Binnington. Winnington, we need you back. Yeah, I heard that. I didn't see the player, see what happened, but I heard he got a 3-day yeah, he only brings like 4 towels or something like that. Need a goal, guys. Come on, I need a goal. What's going on up there in Utah? How come they can't figure out how to score goals? Damn it, there went the shutout. Motherfucker, and I needed that. That's going to cost me a lot of points. Yep. Now I need Utah to start scoring on Chicago. Go, Utah! Oh, it was done too. Yeah, well, the Utah needs to start scoring. I need the Blackhawks to give up a shit ton of goals. So start cheering against your team, Windy. Prunovich was a -4 for the Islanders today. 1 shot on goal, 1 block, 1 giveaway. Wow. Ooh, 7 of the 8 on the road. I'm here, guys. I'm just kind of looking at something real quick. I'm watching. Deleting a bunch of tabs. Not deleting them, just making them go away. There we go. Another one. Nope, they called it back. Oh, no. I'm sorry. You cannot call that interference. He took a high stick. You can't call. You gotta. If they call it, you gotta challenge it. Challenge that. I know you're up 7-1, but challenge it. Wow, come on. I challenge that just to challenge it. They're not going to do it, but they should. Yeah. Probably should have. I'm sorry. I think you should have challenged that. That's a principle challenge, right? Ouch. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That was a bullshit call. But I understand not challenging it, but especially after the one we got called where it should have been, it got called goaltender interference where it shouldn't have been. Yeah, I would have challenged that. I probably would have challenged that. I still think Kako got done dirty. I think Kako got done dirty. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's why I challenge it. All right, you say he was pushed in, but he got a high stick to the face as he was pushed in. That's why he pushed him in, because he got the high stick to the face. And not only that, he was outside of the crease. Somebody hit Schwartz. Oh, nice play by Binnington there. Oh, Neighbors, that was a little fast on that. Oh, Broberg got fancy there and paid the price. Oh, Bishnevich had a wide open net and missed. I don't know how Coco made that save. Coco said, "Remember me." Well, 10 minutes left to seal this one. Not make any mistakes. I'll call this a team win. I don't think like any one player was that much ahead of any other player, so I'll definitely call this a team win. Come on, Utah, score some damn goals. Say Bob Binnington. Yeah, that was bad. Nobody watching again. Oh, well. I love you guys. I love the ones that watch. Thank you so much. Maybe I would watch these Geico commercials and just go, what the fuck? What the fuck, Chuck? I mean, come on. I got to cook here in a little bit. As soon as this game's over. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of oh, Bushnell. Great save. Great save for Coco there. Coco said, remember me, Bushnevich. He didn't even get his, what do you call it? Rookie lap. Grubauer in the minors. Wow. Boldy lost that one. Yeah, a lot of whistles are going to get put away right now. You have a 6-goal lead, the whistle's going to get put away. Who's still with me? I know Shocky's there. Who else? Who else is still with me today? Anybody out there? Who's out there? Who's on YouTube? AC Generator, you still hanging around in the background? Shaggy! Wow, I haven't seen you in a while in a day. Ouch. Well, there went that. Schwartz made their Blues pay. Hey, I'll be right back. I got to check something out, guys. That's what happens when you get lackadaisical. Yep, AC's lurking. Are they going to call something on this? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. No goal. So the call on the ice was no goal. This is why you challenged the one earlier. I think, yeah. But this is why you challenged the earlier one. Ouch. But yeah, that was the right call. Well, I'm losing now because, come on, Utah. Start putting some pucks in the fucking net. Oh, well. You couldn't find it. Well, it looks like you found it now. Oh, no. No! What the fuck did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this?
Guy, you did one very simple thing.
What?
You put more than 5 goals up on the scoreboard.
Put 7 up.
Hey, Rangers put up 5.
Yeah. Well, the Rangers suck, but
Okay,
the Rangers
thanks.
did Capo dirty.
Hey, good.
Huh?
You know what?
What?
You think they just did them dirty? You know what? They did dirty to pretty much everything that is on this roster. I'm sorry.
All right, they did him dirty. I don't feel. I feel like they just. Yeah, the Blues have been on fire tonight, man.
Yeah.
From the opening, and they found. I was talking about this pregame about the Blues not having that killer instinct. They definitely had it tonight.
Well, there was a player on the team that I was very upset about how he had so far his season and since the break.
On the Blues?
Yeah. I was a little annoyed.
Player on the
I
Blues.
I dropped him in one of my fantasy leagues. Again, it's a deep fantasy league, so it's easy to
Binnington?
drop. No, I had dropped on one of my leagues. I dropped Robert Thomas.
Oh, I haven't dropped Thomas at all. I've kept Thomas. He's been.
Yeah, but you have a thin league.
Yeah, I have a keeper
league. Yeah, but I'm talking about this is a deep league where I could find a guy who was being more productive.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, Thomas is second in the team in points, and
on the actual team it looks nice, but the actual production of what Robert Thomas did last year to the way he was drafted, so the ADP of his drafting was much higher than he actually produced, which becomes very hard for a lot of players. People that are playing fantasy. So in a certain way, I feel like I was let down. I always found Robert Thomas to be a sleeper. People don't realize that he's an actual threat.
Oh, Holloway should have had that one. Should have been 8-2.
Guy, you have 7 goals. Relax.
Yeah, it should be 8. It should be 8. See, did you see what happened earlier? Right, Blues scored a goal. And they called goaltender interference, and it should have gotten challenged because it wasn't.
Okay.
Right? And then they call goaltender interference to get challenged and overturned. And it wasn't because it was the Blues player to not stick out of the puck or stick out of the hand. But this is why, the Blues didn't challenge it because they were up 6-0 at the time.
Yeah.
Or 7-0. But that's or 7-1. But that's why you challenge it, because you don't know when this stupid shit happens. Well, right, that's why I feel like you have to challenge that.
I believe the replay system sucks anyways, so whatever.
Say again?
I believe the replay system sucks anyways, so.
Well, I get the challenge. I just think that sometimes replays, the replay needs. I actually think every goal should be looked at. Period. Right? Every goal should be reviewed. Just like in the NFL, I think Shaggy's frozen. Yeah, but in the NFL, every touchdown, every scoring play, and every turnover is automatically reviewed. Right? Connection issues. There we go.
Here's the thing, guy. Yeah, I froze for a second. Let me tell you this interesting thought I had. First of all, Guy, I apologize. I haven't really been involved. I don't know if you had shows. I try to keep up.
I haven't had a show in 3 weeks.
Okay, so I actually, within those 3 weeks, I started college.
Yeah.
So I'm going to college now, so that's becoming a lot of my forefront.
Yeah.
So I was about to start college, but I saw you were on, so I wanted to hop on. But this is an interesting thought I had, and that was after every touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just talked about this while you were frozen out.
After every touchdown,
every turnover, it's automatically reviewed.
That's right. But here's the thing. First of all, I'm going to be okay. I'm not a racist. Whatever I'm about to say is not anti anything. Okay, it's just for a joke. But the Canadians are quite slow when it comes to
slow.
I wouldn't give them any replay. I don't trust them with replay.
I think this is why I've been advocating for this for a while. This is why I think you need that 5th referee upstairs. Let me finish. Upstairs, not on the ice, upstairs, a replay official on ice or in arena, not in Toronto, in arena, replay official that reviews all goals and reviews all penalties. Right? The only thing that he would not review an offsides. If a goal scored, he's not going to go back and look, was it offsides prior to the goal score? He's looking at the crease itself, right?
Right.
That's what he's looking at. He's looking at what the goaltender interference. That's his job, his main job, real goaltender interference, right? If the play was off, because on offsides can happen a minute before the goal is scored, right? I mean, we've seen that, and it's offsides. They have a really long cycle, and then they go back. Oops, yep, it was offsides. So I don't want him reviewing that. I want him reviewing good hockey goal, no hand pass, not kicked in, that type of stuff. That's what I want him reviewing, and reviewing it right away. As soon as it happens, you start reviewing.
So this is where I'm on page with you, and I think it's a much simpler thing than you're making it. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Whatever system you want to put in place, I don't care if it's an in-arena fifth guy.
Yeah.
I don't care if you put up a new place in New York to do replay.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I want it in arena.
No, whatever it is, I don't care what it is. You have.
Well,
to
here's my problem with Toronto. I don't know that in Toronto that those guys are officials.
But that's exactly why I told you that joke before. I don't trust them in all seriousness with a lot of these calls. Now, what I will tell you, Guy, is that you need to have, I don't care which way you want to do it. You want to do the fifth thing, everyone will have their way to fix that. You need to review every goal. And the reason why you need to review every goal is for another reason. Let's say I believe that it is high, that the goal was put in with a kicking motion.
Yeah.
So I say I want you to replay it. Then when you replay it, what is the one rule that everyone hates, but it is true, that the refs could do?
What?
If they're watching the replay, they could pull out a rule out of their hat.
Good hockey goal?
No. If they see that there's a penalty.
Yeah. Oh, you don't ever see that happen though.
It happens. It was offside, but tripping on number 47.
Yeah.
So you have to realize that's a rule. They're able to do that. Yeah. Now that's important because if you replay every single goal and you just replay, oh, did it go in? Or was that a high stick or was that kicked in? But you also review, and this is why you have to review it right away, right? Don't drop that puck until after this is recalled.
Yeah.
Right? You see that across the ice there was a tripping, then that goal should not count.
I'm not on board with that as much.
Why?
I think that, well, because then you're getting officials that stop calling games because you know that the replay official is going to get it. Why? If I miss a trip, I'm not going to call that trip. I'll let the replay official get it. I'm going to let play go on. That's going to take away too much from the game. I don't want another official making judgment calls.
I hear that.
Okay, a tripping is a judgment call, right? Goaltender interference, somewhat of a judge, but I don't want him making a judgment call. Hooking is not that's tripping and hooking are like the ones on there that are they're judgment calls, but they're not. There are direct rules. Hooking, if your stick is in their hands, your stick is in their hands, that's a hooking. Period.
So this is where I believe that they also do something, and I find that it's too inconsistent. And that is that there are many refs that at the end of games will let certain things go. Okay, they will, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that if you're consistent with it. You understand what I mean? And I believe that there's times that refs say, "Hey, this is a good game.
Yeah,
good motion going." I don't want to stop it.
Like in a blowout, the whistles get put away. Yeah. Sometimes in a close game, the whistles will get put away. But and look, overall, the NHL has the best officials, right?
Yes, they have the best.
Of the four sports, they have the best officials. Yeah. But at the same time, there's always things that you should always be looking for ways to improve, right? Always be looking for ways to improve. If you're resting on your laurels, you're going to lose. Someone's going to bypass you, right? Look at McDonald's. McDonald's could have started with a hamburger. They could have stayed at a hamburger. Well, then, and they did for a while. And then what happens? Burger King comes up with the Whopper, and McDonald's goes, "Oops, we screwed up. We need a signature sandwich."
Right.
So
there was not a single normal game today. If you go down the games, Maple Leafs beat the Bruins 5-4 after scoring 3 goals in the third.
Well, I'm getting pissed at Utah.
And they get a goal in overtime to win the game. Sabres pull out 3 goals in the third period to win their game.
Yeah.
After being down 2-0 the entire game. Canadians shut out a really good Hurricanes team. The Flyers put up 6 goals on the Penguins. The Flames beat one of the better teams in hockey in the Capitals, but Ovechkin puts up a goal, so nobody cares.
Yeah.
Blue Jackets put up 6 goals on the Stars, which should not be happening.
Wow. Yeah.
The Lightning beat the Oilers handily 4-1. And
it's crazy. The scores are crazy. Red Wings 3-2 over the Wild.
That's
kind of nuts.
That's the only normal score. And then the Rangers win 5-1. The Blues are up 7-2. Panthers are up 3-1. And the Blackhawks,
they're up 4-1 now. Utah better win that fucking game. Utah better start scoring. I'm going to be pissed because the guy I'm playing in fantasy has their goalie, and that fucker gets a shutout on me. I'm going to be pissed.
Oh boy. Well, guess what? You want to guy? I'm going to tell you 2 things about fantasy. First of all, I have a friend of mine who I help him with fantasy. I just had him trade for Matthew Tkachuk.
Yeah.
And Matthew Tkachuk's probably out for the year.
He is? I didn't. Yeah. What injury does he have?
So he has a groin injury.
Yeah.
And the way that I have it now, I have a hockey team. I have a hockey fantasy team where I'm my main hockey fantasy team league.
Well, I didn't realize the game's over.
I'm in a league.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a league with you want to know how many teams? I'm in a league with probably 18 teams.
Okay, I got you beat.
So how many do you have?
32 teams.
Oh, okay. So we have 18. Okay. Yeah. I traded.
It's on the board right there. There's my fantasy.
Oh wow. So
I'm actually 18. Losing this week 10-9, and because of Binnington giving up the 2 goals.
Oh yeah.
He gets the win, so I'll be okay there. But if this fucker gets a shutout, then he'll get that point. I need him to give up some goals. All right. So yeah, I'm in 15th place in mine standing. So I'm just right. Hold on, I'm right outside. Right inside. I'm 15th. I'm right inside the playoff.
Nice. So I'll show you. So I'm on my team. I traded for Kaprizov. He gets hurt. Monahan then goes down.
Yeah.
Kachuk's gone down. Nichushkin's gone down for me. And I traded for Binnington. He decides to suck it up at certain points, and then Swayman decides.
You traded Binnington?
I traded for Binnington.
Oh, for Binnington? Yeah, that was probably a good trade.
I traded Montembeault for him.
Fowler is the 3rd star.
Why is Fowler the 3rd star?
Sundqvist gets the 2nd star. I don't know who the 1st star is going to be. Sundqvist had 3 points. Who else got a shit ton of points for the Blues?
I see someone.
Oh, it's going to be Bolduc, the birthday boy.
Oh, they're going to give it to him just for the birthday? I hate that.
Well, his birthday was just, Bolduc. Yeah, his birthday was yesterday. He had 2 goals. He didn't have the game winner, but who did have the game winner? Game-winning goal went to... Oh, yes! Yes! Robert Thomas. Yes, I get a game-winning goal. Hold on.
Guy, you seem perky.
Huh?
You seem perky.
Yeah, I was behind in game-winning goals. Oh, I'm still behind. He had 3.
No. I mean this in general. You seem very happy.
Well, I'm talking to my buddy.
No. Besides that,
I'm talking to my buddy. Well, nobody's watching the shag, and I got to go cook, man.
We got to go cook. I got to do college. You want to switch?
No. I got to cook, and then I got to go drive. Come on, fucking Utah, score goals. Then I got to go drive lift all night. So I love you, Shags. I'll talk to you later.
I love you, bro.
Talk to you later. Bye, man.